Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mobile Weekly / Mobile Q&A. We go over all latest news that happened during the week of mobile and tech and answer your questions live. If you have a question you want to ask, just ask it in the comment section down below and I will answer it before the end of the show. Alright guys, so a lot of news this week, a lot revolving around the Pixel, some a little bit here on Samsung and also Amazon and Qualcomm. So let's get right to it because the first bit of news has been a contention for a while now. So I'm going to give you two different articles that have two different sayings and which one I think is correct. So the first big one is about the Pixel 8 and the Pixel 8 Pro finally revealing the prices, and this looks like official, so I am leaning towards this one. But for those of you who don't know, the big rumor was that the Pixel 8 would be $150 more and the Pixel 8 Pro would be $200 more than the original Pixel 7 and 7 Pro respectively. It does not look like it's going to be that pricing. So first, we do see the new colors, which I am liking this new green. I'm really kind of liking it. I'm really curious how the metallic look is because this one looks a lot more metal with that like rose gold off the pink, and the black one does as well. But the blue and the green kind of look just like same color. So I'm wondering if that's like a photo editing thing. But we do see the differences of this. All right. So here's the big thing. It does not seem to be the case that we're getting that much of a price hike at all with the Pro, and $100, yes, with the 8. So right now, if you go to Google Pixel Store, or sorry, the Google Store, you can get a Pixel 7 for $599, and you can get a Pixel 7 Pro for $899. However, it does look like the Pixel 8 is going to be $100 more at $699, but thank God that this isn't going up. It looks like the Pixel 8 Pro is going to remain at the $899 price point. So I'm good with that because I was really worried about Google kind of raising their price too much and essentially pricing themselves out. Because quite frankly, it is still, a two-person race for the most part, and everyone's been trying to get number 3, right? It's been Apple and Samsung. That is the race. That is who leads the race by a mile. There's been many contenders for third place over the years. We've had HTC, we've had LG, and the current two have been OnePlus and Google. So those have been the race for third place in the distance kind of back there. You do have also Moto and Nothing as well coming around, but quite frankly, it really is. Like, if you talk about hundreds of thousands or millions of sales, you're really going for OnePlus and Google at this point in terms of being a third place runner, and the other ones don't sell as much. With the exception of Motorola, that does sell a lot of them in the 200 or I would say $300 and under price point, but not much in the really high end price point. So that is the difference there. All right, now when I will say is that I'm very happy about this because I think it's very needed. I am very much looking forward to the Pixel 8 Pro. Right now, my two daily drivers are the Galaxy Fold 4 and the Pixel 7 Pro. So I am very happy to upgrade from the Pixel 7 Pro to the Pixel 8 Pro. And yeah, I am all for that. Like, I think that would be a really great ability to be able to do that. And I really would like to. Some of the reasons are going to be, one, I am happy about the newer processor in there because the G2, as I said on my Pixel Fold, the main reason why I wouldn't, like, I like this phone better in a lot of ways compared to the Galaxy Fold 4, but that processor is what killed this phone for me. So I'm very looking forward to the G3 processor, seeing how that is. It's supposed to be at least more in line with the Snapdragon Gen 1 and Gen 1 Plus. It's not going to still compete with the Gen 2 that's in the newer phones like the S23 Ultra, but that's fine as long as like I don't get that lag that I get here and there with the G2, especially more so on the Fold. I'm really waiting for the Fold to get Android 14. I'm hoping whatever bugs and issues it has had will go away at that point, but I'll have to wait and see. But yeah, as for right now, this is really, really good news. And again, it's more official looking. This, you can tell this is literally from Google's own internal document, so I am inclined to believe this one more so. Now, the other article that was put out before this was from 9 to 5 Google, and they were saying that their sources did tell them that it was going to raise up $100 for both of them. So for $6.99, like we just discussed, and $9.99. So that would be $100 across the board, and that although the announcement would be on the 4th, the release would be on the 12th. So that is everything that their sources confirmed to them. However, from what we're seeing of official documents, it looks like that it was wrong, at least for the 8 Pro, which I do believe is the right move. I do not believe they should be pricing themselves that close to Apple and Samsung. Right now, they are still, the lower cost one. And for Google, it makes more sense, especially even more than OnePlus, because for Google, they make their money on the advertisements, the software base. So they can afford to lose money. They can afford to go the route that Amazon did for so long with their Kindles, and that is sell at a less expensive, or basically don't make any money off the hardware, make all the money off the subscription and the software, which is what Amazon has always done, and it worked very well for them for at least the first part of all of the years. For Kindle, Kindle's still here and there now. Now we get older tablets like Samsung and Apple that you can get for around the same price as the Kindle. So I don't know if it's going to continue to. I feel like the Kindles will go down eventually. But the one thing I will say that Kindle still has over other tablets is that you can get a Kindle and you can drop it, crack it, spill it, whatever, and you're still good. So that's always the big thing with it that I still think definitely stands out. All right. In terms of everything else, we are going to get the upgraded camera on the main sensor, so it's going to be a newer 50 megapixel sensor. We're also going to get the biggest upgrade that we've gotten to any smartphone for a while. I believe iPhone got the last big update this 2 years ago. This is going to be a 48 megapixel ultra wide camera. Very, very happy about this. I've been straying this forever that I am so upset that the ultra wide hasn't gotten any love for a lot of years. And this, I cannot wait to compare this to Samsung's and basically point out, like, look how much better this is than Samsung. Samsung, you need to step out your game because this is exactly what I've been waiting for. So can't wait for this part. This is something I'm looking forward to. And of course, you have a better screen on there. It is going to go from 1 to 120 as opposed to the original one, which I think could go to around 30, as low as 30, or maybe even 24, but it could not go all the way down to 1. This one can go all the way down to 1, no problem. So that is going to be a better overall display, which should save on battery, which Pixel has never been the best at in comparison to other brands like Samsung and OnePlus. All right. Now, the other things, though, is going to be some of the features that really stand out about it. Now, one of the ones we talked about a few weeks ago, and this is one that I am very excited for those of you who upload to TikTok or YouTube or anything like that and record off of there is going to be a way to actually remove the background noise. It's going to be called Audio Erase, and it will essentially remove the background noise. This is awesome. There's software like DaVinci Resolve that does this very, very well that I personally use for all of my videos. And I've been at conventions, and it has really removed the audio quite well now. So very happy with it. But the fact that it's going to be on a smartphone now kind of shows Google's advantage. Like, hey, we are going to be the AI magic generator when it comes to smartphones. And that is a good place to be for Google. The other one is going to be something that we've heard about for a while now, and we're finally going to see it, and that is it's going to take multiple photos, and it's going to give you the ability to actually change the face. So if someone was not smiling, if someone, was just in not the right position kind of thing like that, you can see you're going to actually be able to choose a better face for them for the picture and actually get a replacement face. This is actually really good, and I'm very happy to see this because yeah, I have kids, and this happens a lot where if you take a picture with multiple people, it's never going to be as good. So this is an older feature that went away. I remember Samsung had this, I want to say on the Galaxy S6 or S7, but we don't have it anymore. So this was a great feature to come back. And what Samsung has was just basically opening your eyes. It was a feature that would literally have them open their eyes for it, and they got rid of it. So this is essentially bringing that back and really having a great feature to have. And then we also have some pro features that are going to stand out. So it's going to have pro controllers. It's going to try to make it look very, the idea behind it looking very much like you can control the depth, the ISO, everything you need to as an SLR would. So an advanced pro feature built in, great. Even Apple still doesn't have this. And then we're going to see the editing removal tools and additions. So we've seen this before, right? You can remove something, but something that Google did highlight earlier this year that they showed that you're going to be able to do is literally like move a person from another spot, and it'll AI generate stuff in the background. Again, this wasn't in the photo, but it can make it. It can also change the sky to a better looking day, which is really cool because you can get better clouds. And it can do a lot. You can even extend this photo. So say I wanted to make this a 16 by 9, you can actually extend it and it will AI generate the rest of the photo. So this is really cool in terms of what we're going to be getting with Google. It's something I'm very excited for. And honestly, this is something that I will be playing a lot around with to see how I can really change photos and what will people notice. Like if I post a photo, say like this, and I'll tell you, the majority of this photo was AI generated, would you notice? That is a really interesting prospect to see because, again, there was something here that is removed. And you can kind of tell, like, if you really look at the details and you know it, but there was also nothing here. Like, this is AI generated right here. So that is really interesting to see how that's going to go about, how it's all going to come together. Very curious. Let me know your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think about this? Because it's really cool how we can kind of change everything in a lot of ways for the better in this case. So very excited for this one. All right. Now, something very interesting is that, we're going to get the announcement for the new Snapdragon processors in October and then the new MediaTek processors in November. So this is going to be, all the flagships for the following year are going to carry these processors, right? But one thing very interesting is in leaked images right now, we are hearing that there's going to be two different versions of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. Now this is very curious because I'm wondering if this will replace the plus or non-plus variant, or this will be the plus and non-plus variant. So what we're going to expect to see is that we're going to see a 3 nanometer and 4 nanometer. Now, for those of you who don't know, the smaller the nanometers is going to be how much more of an improvement it is. Essentially, the smaller the distances that the chip has to travel, it gets there quicker and it uses less energy doing so. So, what that translates to effectively for your case is faster performance and better battery life. That's why we've continued to get smaller and smaller nanometers throughout the years. Most laptops are still on 10 nanometer, some are at 7, and others are at 4. 3 is the new thing, like this, the new Apple processor, the A17 Pro Bionic is a 3 nanometer. MediaTek just announced their 3 nanometer, and then Qualcomm is expected to announce theirs next month. So effectively, the whole idea behind these processors is going to be that they are going to be more efficient. The curious thing is that it looks like Qualcomm is going to have both a 4 nanometer and a 3 nanometer. So I'm guessing this will be the plus and non-plus variant, or Samsung definitely gets usually favored because they buy more than anyone else. So what this could mean, quite honestly, is that, Samsung might get the 3 nanometer, whereas everyone else gets the 4 nanometer. We don't know yet how this is going to break down, but I'm very curious to see how it will, because obviously this is going to be a pretty big thing in terms of, like, let's see what we get here in terms of it. So very curious. Let me know your guys' thoughts, but it looks like that, there will be a better version of this processor and a lower tiered version of this processor. And I don't know yet if it will be made clear which one's which. There is a possibility that they just sell you a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 and you don't know if it's the 3 nanometer or the 4 nanometer version. That has happened before, a long time ago, but it wasn't nanometers, it was how fast it was. There was two types of processors that were different speeds, but they were named the same thing. So very curious if that'll happen again. People weren't happy about it last time, so I don't think that would go well this time. All right. And we talked about this last week. Actually, Mullet Baby was here, and he kind of let us know, like, hey, FE is coming everywhere. So not just to the S23 FE, which we heard about, But we've also heard about the Tab S9 FE, and then he told us there would also be earbuds and even a watch quite possibly later coming with that too. So now we get the images of three of them, which is the S23 FE, followed with the Galaxy Tab S9 FE, and the Galaxy Buds FE. So this is the design for the FE. Cool. It's supposed to be a cheaper alternative. It's different. Kind of looks more oval shaped than round, which I'm fine with. Sure, why not? It's still going to give you, it looks like an equalizer, and it looks like it's going to give you 3 mics instead of 4. Totally fine with that. I don't expect it to be the best quality if it's an FE. It's just more of how are you going to compete with the other ones out there like Soundcore and like other brands like Jabra that do a really good job of a low tier price. So I think this is where Samsung has to step up with that. I expect this to be anywhere between 69 and 99, but we'll have to wait and see when it comes out. If they can even undercut it, I think they're going to sell a lot. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Very curious to see it though. All right, now this one I wanted to talk about. We sometimes talk about all the streaming services going on, and this is going to be the last bit of news. So if you have a question you want to ask it in the comment section. I'm going to get to all of those after this bit of news. But I thought this one was kind of interesting. So we've been seeing a lot of streaming services go up on price lately, right? Disney's gone up on price twice this year. Granted, they were probably one of the cheapest ones before that, but still. HBO Max has gone up due to their combination of going with both Discovery and HBO Max to the new Max app. It is now more expensive and going to probably continue to get more expensive. And, Peacock, I don't think has increased their prices yet this year. Paramount, I think, increased their price last year, but not this year yet. But basically, as they become more valuable, streaming services are going to start costing more. So that is the warning to kind of keep in mind. And Netflix has raised their price again this year. So the thing to keep in mind is your streaming services, whatever price they are now, they're probably not going to be that price in 3 years. Whatever price you're paying right now is probably not going to be that price in 3 years. I remember when Disney Plus first came out and I started talking about it, which it still amazes me how popular that video got that I made like I think 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. The recommended Disney Plus movies and shows videos have gotten blown up and everyone's watching them now. So that's kind of cool. I probably will do the same for the other streaming services. So I'll probably make a video for the best shows to watch on HBO Max, the best shows to watch on Peacock, the best shows to watch on Paramount, and kind of go through them all and just recommend my top ones like I did the first one. With that being said, though, I will say that Prime Video, one of the ones that no one really thinks about paying for because we get it free with Amazon Prime, right? Amazon Prime Video has always been a free attachment to Amazon Prime. So as many people shop it for Amazon Prime, that's how many people get Prime Video for free. So it's always just kind of been seen like, yeah, as an add-on. I'm getting Amazon Prime to get all of the 2-day shipping, to get all of that service, right? That's why I get Amazon Prime. And then some of the better features that come with it are Prime Video, Prime Music, all of these additional ones that you can get. And some do cost more money, like Audible costs more separately. But even like Subscribe and Save, those are all features of Prime. Now, the one thing I will say is that Amazon is trying to test to see how valuable Prime Video is on their own because of how much money they're spending on it. So they already get billions at this point with Amazon Prime. Like they get lots and lots and lots of money for Amazon Prime. I forget how much, I don't think this article went over it, but how many specific people are subscribed to Amazon Prime. But that is something that is currently, that is subscribed. So to get, basically Amazon Prime, it's $140 for the year currently, and I believe that could go up too. But now if you want to keep it, that's great. What they're going to start doing is charging for ads. That can be an additional revenue stream for them to get more money off of all of the stuff that's on Prime Video. So if you have Prime Video, I believe it's early 2024 is when it's going to start. They are going to let you keep it, no additional cost, but now you're going to have ads. So that's the main trick, right? You're going to now have ads if you have Amazon Prime uh, Video. You're just going to have ads at the same price. Or you can pay $3 extra a month to remove all of the ads, which works out to about 36 bucks a month, or sorry, a year. So for 36 bucks a year, it would make it the cheapest streaming service out on the market, right? Cheaper than Apple TV. I think Apple TV is the current cheapest one at like $5 a month still. And it's because no one really has it. In comparison to all the other streaming services, it's dead last. Um, but that is pretty curious, right? Because of the fact that I'm very curious to see how that's going to go. Overall, because yeah, who's gonna pay the $3 a month for Prime Video? For me, there's no show that I really like love to watch on there. The Boys is probably the top one for me, and even that, like, would I pay for that? Maybe for a month and then remove it. That's what I would probably do. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think. I could see myself maybe doing the whole what we used to do with Netflix thing, right? Cancel the service and then add it back when a show you want it comes out on it. That's what I could probably see happening with this one. Let me know your guys' thoughts on it though. I'm very curious. Would you pay extra, $3 extra a month or $36 a year for Prime Video to be ad free starting next year? Let me know in the comment section. All right, guys, now we are going to get to your questions. Again, if you have a question you want to ask, just ask it in the comment section down below, and I'll answer before the end of the show. All right. Why is the sky blue, and why can't Samsung give us actual red phone, not the salmon red? Yeah, my guess is it's actually harder with certain metals to get certain dyes, or it might cost more. I think there is some fees involved that would rather stop them from doing it. By the way, John, thank you so much for the super chat donation. Uh, but yeah, so that is why I would say it. It's more than likely. Um, Overall, I would say they should, right? I like bolder colors rather than lighter colors. Like this year, I don't like most of Apple's new ones because they went very light colors, and I don't like that. I like the bolder, if I want a green, I want a dark, bold green color. Um, yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. I don't know. What do you guys like? Do you guys like lighter colors, like a lighter purple, a lighter blue, a lighter red? Or would you rather prefer like a dark, deep, like red, blue, dark royal blue, or navy blue, or things like that? I would prefer like bolder colors for myself, but let me know what you guys think. All right, guys, so let me get to your questions. Expandable storage or forever a thing of the past? I think expandable storage is unfortunately going away in terms of for phones. I think it is a thing of a past. I don't think it's coming back because I think it's unfortunately so just like accepted at this point. I was watching I think a Linus video last week, and he's really pissed that like man, it's so annoying that anytime Apple does something, Android manufacturers take it as, oh, well, we should copy that because people buy iPhones. It's the higher selling phone, so we should do that. And that is just like, it's not the reason why people buy iPhones. The changes they make are not things that people like about it. It's just that they will buy it anyway, despite of it. And manufacturers always get that wrong, and I truly do agree with that like you shouldn't follow Apple just because they do something, even though we've seen plenty of Android manufacturers do that. Look at the reason why we don't get chargers on phones from Samsung to OnePlus. The Pixel doesn't give it anymore either. So yeah, so all of these top four selling Android brands do not give a charger now because of it. So I totally agree with that. That it was just it's something that I wish could be different, but I don't know if we ever will get a difference in expandable storage. Um, the official reason why they changed it was for the fact of just, you know what, it is more it's less crashes and less issues because internal storage just got so much faster than micro SD, and micro SD still hasn't caught up. Full SD cards are more closer than micro SD cards are, and that's because full SD cards have more pins on them, more connecting points. Let me just actually show you. So full SD cards can have a lot more connecting pins, and because of that, this card is extremely a lot faster than any micro SD card can be. So because of that, that was the official reason why micro SD cards went away. The faster it got, the more that it would just cause apps to crash when users moved their storage over to it. Um, is that right? Uh, I mean, I still love it for tablets that it's there, and I hope they never stop doing it on tablets. But we'll never see if that will be like. I could I see it going away on tablets? Yes. Am I excited about that idea? No, I'm very terrified about that idea. But hopefully they just would see like it's not that much of a difference for them price wise to allow it still. And people, I would say for tablets, they don't need the highest performing thing until we get to the part where Android tablets are really going to be seen as great for editing photos and videos on tablets. Then it is a chance that it could go away. So we'll have to wait and see. Hi, Ricky. Tuesday's eighth grade teacher is going to give me her iPhone SE 2. I'm very excited. Did you ever have a SE2? No, I did try out the first SE, but not the SE2. And I've tried every iPhone until iPhone. I haven't had an iPhone for the last 2 years, so I think the 12 was the last one I officially owned myself. And I have not bought one. I thought about getting the 14 Pro Max, but as of right now, just financially, it doesn't make sense for me. And honestly, until these mortgage rates go down, man, it's a problem for our homeowners. It really is. Just paying really really high mortgage rates, higher than I would like. Um, hey Ricky, the new Galaxy Watch 5 Pro update really messed up my watch. 4 days battery to 2 days. Nothing works like before. I think it was an international to make us. Oh, intentional to make us buy the Watch 6. Thanks. Um, I don't think it necessarily was intentional. I do think that it's updates, and you have to kind of see around the settings. I know one setting that a person told me to turn off, and it gives you a lot longer battery, is GPS. I have turned that off on this watch, and I do get 2 days with the Galaxy Watch 6, but I never got 4 days on my Watch 5 Pro. I got three, but never got four. So that's interesting that you got that long of time. But yeah, 2 days. Again, I don't know if it's intentional. I don't think it typically is. I mean, we have seen manufacturers do that, like Samsung and Apple, and other manufacturers have done that in the past. Apple literally got sued for it. Um, I just don't think they would chance it at this point, but who knows? Maybe, yeah. I just, yeah, I don't know how it is. Howdy, how are you and how's the family? Good on both counts. Good on both counts. Just had anniversary, Uh, so yeah, 13 years together with my wife. So yeah, long time. Um, yeah, really just kind of always amazes me just how much time passes. Always interesting. Pretty upset about the Prime Video charging $3 more a month to get rid of ads. That's bullcrap. I agree, but it's definitely something that yeah, it's. I think they're going to see like, all right, hey Google, how many Amazon Prime subscribers are there? 200 million. So 200 million around the world. I'm not sure how many are in the US. Let's just say it's 150 in the US alone. So times 3, what would that be? 450 million a month. $450 million a month if everyone got that. If everyone upgrades. Even if 100 million of those, even if 50 million of those, that's still going to be 150 million more a month. So you can see why they did it, right? Michael, answer your question. Sorry about that. I forgot, guys. I do apologize. I should have muted the mic before asking that question. I've tried not to do it in the future. Just I forgot about that. Uh, $3 a month for no ads is more than acceptable. I agree. Like, it's not that much, right? They were very smart on $3. I think if it would have been five, people would have been more like, what? But $3, it's like, eh, fine. Like, I'll really get rid of it. And I hate ads. I hate ads. No subscription service that I have right now has ads. The only one that I do have is Sling TV, and I purposely never watch anything live and DVR everything so that I can forward through the ads. So yeah, I am the biggest believer in no ads. The good thing about it for me is I don't ever watch a show on Prime Video. I literally don't think there's any show that I've. I think the most show that I watch is The Boys, which I saw way later after it came out. Like I saw season 1 in the same month I think it came out, or maybe that's a lie. Maybe it was 2 months or something like that. But it was fairly recent when it came out. And then season 2 I saw for most of it. So yeah, very curious to see how it turns out altogether. Let's see. Green Lantern ring and royal blue, purple all the way. There we go. Yeah, I'm all for it. Royal blue would rock. Fire engine red. There you go. Um, I would love Bayside blue or crazy plum purple on the S23 Ultra. Yeah, I would. I think I don't know. I just like bolder colors. I think that's just a better way to go. I never use a phone without a case, so case purchase is based on the color I want my phone to rock. There you go. But the only thing I would say to that is that some people rock a clear case. So in that case, they would still want the color to stand out. Um, the Nissan Skyline R34 in Bayside Blue. To have a phone in that color would be cool. There you go. Well, happy anniversary to your wife. Thank you, thank you. All right, but yeah, that's all the news, guys. We had that dash cam video come out this week, and then we are going to be getting some more videos. Uh, that sponsored one is still gonna. I still am waiting on the Pixel Fold with pen one. That's now gonna have a sponsored spot on it. So I'm waiting for the approval for that one. So that hopefully will be coming out this week, but I'll have to wait and see. I have to get the product for the sponsorship, but it's going to be a VPN one. So that I finally decided on a VPN that I would recommend, and that's been a long time coming. I would say I can't tell you how long you guys have asked for what VPN I would recommend. So you're finally going to get an answer for that, and I really do like it because guess what? It's not a subscription service, which I am usually against a subscription service on anything like that. So kind of like the idea of this one a lot, especially for anyone that travels. This is going to be a solid one to get, not only for a laptop, but also for any phone that takes a Type C, which is now officially all of them. So yeah, curious for that one. So that'll be coming up soon. What other ones do I have? I have to. I was thinking about this earlier. I have to look through all of my lists that I have on to do videos because I still have a lot of to do videos. So all the binge watching ones I have to do. I did a lot of the iPhone grandma phone kind of thing. So that one's still something. It really, yeah, that one is definitely going to be something. Trying to see what else. The Razer Plus video, that one is still gonna do that one. I still have to do the Pixel Fold one, so that's another one I have to do, the Pixel Fold and the Pixel Tablet. Oh wow, yeah, I'm gonna get on those. Hey, thank you so much, Stephen Howard. Celebrate his first super chat. Hey, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it, Stephen. Thank you for doing that. If you have any question you want me to answer, please let me know in the comment section so I can answer it. Thank you so much for the super chat. Anytime any of you guys do a super chat, it really, like, I can't tell you how just awesome it is for me, like the fact that you guys could do that. I mean, it really, every little bit helps, especially lately, just because, yeah, it's Google ads have not been as good. Luckily, I am getting more sponsored videos, so that'll be good. Gonna be having some more from Eufy come around, so doing more newer security cameras that just got installed in my house, so that'll be cool. It's my first wired camera, so that'll be kind of cool to really get into over the next few weeks. And yeah, we still, I think I can tell you guys the subject on that one next month, because it's going to take time for this video to happen because things have to grow. It's going to be a plant, a smart garden in your home. Uh, Really kind of different for this channel, but it's really kind of cool to see technology and AI do all the work to grow a garden for myself. I literally just set it up, and the AI tells me when to do anything, when I have to add water, when I have to feed it plant food, and just does everything. It gives it light when it needs it. It turns the light off when it doesn't need it. It's really interesting. But yeah, that's a video that's coming up as well that I'm very excited to share with you guys. But yeah, hey, thank you so much, Wayne Madeir, the YouTube pioneer. Thank you so much for the super chat donation, man. Best new show on YouTube. Thank you for keeping us informed. Thank you very much for tuning in, sir. I do appreciate you always stopping by. But yeah, lots of fun news, and I'm really excited about the Pixel 8 Pro. Just so many of these new AI features are going to be really cool. I'm super excited for it, and I'm finally excited that a camera manufacturer is upgrading the ultra wide camera. That is probably the best news that I've heard for a little while now, because that is one camera that has really not gotten the attention that it deserves. Everyone, since Samsung did the telephoto, everyone's been focused on the telephoto. The reason why the ultra wide is so important, by the way, that is the camera that you use for all of these stabilization modes. Every time you go into a stabilization mode on any of these smartphones, it's using the ultra wide. So Pixel doing this will probably give it the best stabilization, like a gimbal quality stabilization. So very excited for that. Very excited for that. But yeah, so really cool to see how that goes and everything. Very happy to see how that turns out for sure. Um, what else? Gonna be doing some big things at CES this year. I am throwing a party for influencers, so that's kind of cool. So that'll be a very interesting thing to kind of line up for the first time. And yeah, I'm just trying to think of anything else right now. What's the best way to promote YouTube videos? Um, I'm guessing you mean for your own videos. So if you were to have a YouTube channel, what is the best way to promote it on YouTube? The best way is through Google Ads. So right, so that is going to be the best way. You can create an ad for any video you have. Now most channels will do a ad for like welcome to my channel, and it's a 30-second video just telling people what your channel is about and what kind of technology you, or what kind of thing you're highlighting, right? Is it tech? Is it comedy? Is it fashion? Is it, shoes? Is it beauty? Is it vlogging? Is it travel vlogging? Is it, food vlogging? Whatever it would be, that is typically what I would recommend for most people, as someone that has handled marketing for many different companies. That is probably the best and easiest way, I would say, that kind of gets your name out there. Now, some companies also just make their regular videos an ad, which I've done myself actually, just to test it out. I don't really see like a long term thing for it, But what I'll do is say if I get like a sponsorship for I'm just for you know, basic sake, I'm just going to say $1,000, right? Say I get a sponsorship for $1,000. What I might do is I might spend $100 in Google Ads for that video to really get that video out to more people. What that does is it can lead to me getting more subscribers, it can lead for that brand to get more exposure, and it can lead for better metrics overall for the transaction that I got from doing for that brand. So I've done that in the past kind of thing, and that would be, I would say, a good rule of thumb for any influencer. If a video is making a lot of money, you should reinvest in that video, because the better ability to do is that can get you more subscribers, more people watching it. If you have something that YouTube has told you, hey, this is good, then maybe get that out more. Like, share, and comment. That is always a good thing. Obviously, if it's someone else's video, right? If you have an influencer that you want to support, sharing that video, liking it, leaving a comment every time. I know. Again, it's not something that I ask everyone to do, right? But if you guys watch a video, say if I drop a video, right? The best way to help me on that video and have that video be successful is watch the entire video. First thing that does is get my watch time up. Second thing would be to do is like it and leave a comment, whether it be the old first comment, whether it be the I like the video, just saying that. Whatever it is, YouTube's algorithm basically kicks that video up the more interactions you get. So if you share the video, like the video, comment on the video, those three interactions, and more than those three though, more than those three, watching the entire video, those four things will make a video go more in the algorithm, and that influencer will literally see it more popular the more and more people do that, because it's going to get served to more people just because of that. So those are different things that you can do for your own video content, as well as for other people that you want to support. So those are two kind of rules that will help out. um do you know Android 14 is coming to the S23? The official version, I would say, is probably going to be coming out, if I had to guess, between November and January. That's when I would say the official version is most likely coming out. We're going to see it come out in October officially to all, the Pixel series. That's when it's going to come out then. And then I think from November and on, we're going to start to see other Android manufacturers get it. Now, Samsung has had Android 14 in beta for a while now, so I do see it. And the S23 was the first one, if I'm not mistaken, actually, to get it this time around. Sometimes it's the older years version, so they get all the bugs out and then they introduce it to the higher end model eventually. But I would say this year it does look like that it's going to get it fairly early. So I would say as early as November. Traditionally, it's been closer to January when it gets it, but we'll have to wait and see. Sometimes, what they do is they release it around the time of the new phone launch, which that ends up being February or March. It looks like from everything I'm seeing from Android, though, that we are going to get it sooner this year, but I could be wrong. Like, when will it definitely come out? November to March. Definitely come out at some point between then. When do I think it'll come out? I think it'll come out between November and January, if I had to bet. Hello, RCKY, the Green Thumb intro plant guy. There you go. Yeah, it's a really cool thing, and I have never been one person that I've acknowledged that the time I have, I am not a great person when it comes to plants or pets, because I just find myself that I don't have enough time to take care of either one as much as I would want to, as a dedicated plant person or as a dedicated pet owner. So like, I had some pets when I was a kid, and I just like I told my mom I don't want to get any more pets, because I don't spend enough free time with the pet, and then I would just feel bad. So it wasn't for me. Now when I moved in with my wife, I inherited her Chihuahua, and I love the dog, but like, you know, it's something that you have to dedicate time towards, I think, to really, you know, to make the pet happy and to make yourself happy and everything, and the cleaning and all of the stuff that goes into it with it, right? The shots, the grooming, all that kind of stuff. So I love the idea of a garden, an inside garden, where the AI does everything for you. Like it tells me when I need to feed it, and it kind of takes care of everything. Like it's a really cool system, and I'm very, I can't wait to show you guys because it really is good. So very happy about that one for sure. All right. Let's fire in any last minute questions, guys. If not, we'll probably end in less than 10 minutes now at this point. So fire in any questions you guys have. Um, I'm hoping with sponsored videos, I get a delayed in pay, right? So like I've been waiting on all of these sponsorships since July, and I'm finally getting paid this month for everything. Well, not for everything, for 3 of the videos. So once I get that money in, I think I'm going to finally upgrade one of my cameras because I have been, I have this really great high end camera on my directional one, right? But what I don't have that I want to get better is a better top end camera. So that one I'm probably going to upgrade soon. I'm probably going to flip it too because that the camera that I'm gonna get has a really cool blur effect. So like meaning like when I cover my camera right, it will be able to do that even if my face is in the shot. With the current camera I have right now, if my face is in the shot and I do this, it's not going to override it. But I'll be able to have one that if I do this, it will actually override it. So that'll be a very cool camera I'm finally going to get. So that I should be getting a new camera upgrade at the end of this month. And you'll be seeing when I travel more, that's the camera I'm going to take because it's a really, really good camera. It's expensive. It's a little under 2,000, so it definitely costs money. But I'm really looking forward to the type of content I'll keep getting, and that is what I always do. I always reinvest in the channel as more I do stuff with. It's going to be more I do things like that. Do off-brand S Pens work on the Galaxy Tab S? Any suggestions? So you can get pens for the Samsung tablet, but they're not going to work as good as an S Pen. S Pens have more features than a non S Pen could. There's stylus and then there's S Pens. Do I have those over here? No. Or wait, yes. So, told you this video is coming soon, but like these 3 are 3 different kind of styluses for the what do you call it? Galaxy, or sorry, for the Pixel Fold. So these 3 styluses, very narrow tip, can work on the Pixel Fold similar to an S Pen in the sense that it is very, very accurate. However, it doesn't have all the same functionality that an S Pen gives you, such as screen select, such as with Bluetooth S Pens. You can actually even, so like the one built into the S23 Ultra, I can actually click it and it could use it to take a photo of me or take a video of me because it has Bluetooth as well. Um, One of the big things that I really don't like about the Fold series is that until we have an S Pen that's built in, you can't recharge it. So for that reason, we don't have that functionality with the Fold series still, which we have with the S23 series. So yeah, so they're not as good. They're not as good. They can't be as good. They could, you know, write close to the same. If you're just talking about writing, there are ones that will match its writing capability. If you're talking about function, screen recording, doing all these different things, outlining something, there's lots of features that an S Pen can do that a regular one just can't. So it won't have any of those kind of features. Let's see. Looking forward to the new videos. I heard for the SE2, the home button is a software thing. What does that mean? So for the SE2, they got rid of a physical press. It's more of, it's a circle there, and when you push it, you get a vibration, kind of like a screen vibration when you tap a screen and the phone vibrates. That is what the that's what the SE2 is on the iPhone. That it basically, it's not a physical button that pushes down, but when you click it, it still gets a vibration. Much you can think of it kind of like a, when you unlock a phone with the fingerprint scanner, you get a little vibration when it works. Very much so like that is how it will work when you do it that way. So yeah, hopefully that helps. All right. Let's see. Anything else, guys, that can talk to you guys about? Let's see. I'm trying to think of anything right now in tech or anything else. I'm very, much looking forward to um, next weekend. We will have Mobile Weekly normal time, no issues. All the day, the very next day, I'm going to be going to Universal Studios. So that'll be fun. Going on October 2nd, so that should be fun. Going to the Mario Mario World Land over there. So Super Mario World. Can't wait to test it out. I can't wait to see how it goes. And my son's going to be so happy. He's so on Mario right now. So yeah, that'll be really fun. But yeah, anything else right now? I think that's it right now, guys. For the most part, in beginning of October, we're gonna see the Pixel launch. You're gonna see all those things happen. Nothing else I can really think of right now. More videos are coming, and if you guys want to see more videos on something else, let me know. Please let me know and comment on whether it be Twitter, X, or Threads or Instagram. If they're or even on YouTube itself, of course. I do look at more of the comments now. I was doing a lot of the trolling videos, the iPhone grandma phone. If you haven't seen that, take a look at my shorts section on YouTube. Go to my profile, check out shorts, and see all of the iPhones, a grandma's phone. Fun little quick videos. I really had a lot of fun with those, and for sure the comments section was just so crazy. I haven't had that many you know, Apple fanboys on my channel since back in the day, so it was really fun to see all those. But yeah, all loved it. Absolutely, all in good fun kind of thing. Did not take any of it seriously, even though others people did and were very offended. But it happens. So loved those videos. Go ahead and check out those ones. But if there's ever a videos that you guys want to see or hear my perspective on, let me know. I still got to do this AI video one where my eyes, so you can see these are not my eyes, those are my eyes, these are not my eyes, those are my eyes, these are not my eyes, those are my eyes. Still need to do that one so you guys can know how to do it. So that video will be coming soon. And I'm also going to do my laptop. I'm going to highlight the laptop that I use for everything right now and let you guys know why I picked it. So yeah. All right, guys, I think we will wrap that up then. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I do always appreciate it. Thank you so much for the super chat donations from Wayne, Steven, and John. You guys are just absolutely awesome. Thank you guys for stopping by and tuning in and doing those kind of things. But yeah, hopefully you like today's show, and I will catch you guys next week. Thank you as always so much for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Thank you so much again for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below. Also, follow us on social media at YouTube Tech Guy.